Hello everybody. Today we'll be talking about how to make an IEP invite. We are going to be making the invite for Peter Parker. We will be clicking into his future IEP. Here we have a list of forms. Your list may be in a different order, but the form will be there. We are looking for the Invitation Notice of Meeting A form. Click on the pencil. If you don't see a pencil, you are likely in the current IEP and not the future IEP. Click on the plus add to create a new notice of meeting. Here we have a number of different types of IEPs. An initial IEP is the first IEP that the student has to determine eligibility. It should be conducted within 60 days of receiving a signed assessment plan. An annual IEP is generally done once a year to discuss the program, discuss progress, discuss old goals, and propose new goals. A triennial IEP is generally done every 3 years. This meeting is to review the results of the 3-year assessment to determine if the student continues to qualify for special education. A transition planning IEP is generally done for the student prior to turning 16 years of age and continues every year following. It may also be marked for the students doing transition from infant to preschool, elementary to middle school, etc. A pre-expulsion or manifestation determination meeting is held when a student has a disciplinary change of placement for 10 or more days. An interim IEP is conducted when a student transfers in from another SELPA and should be done within 30 days. An other IEP could be for a variety of events, such as a student exiting from special education due to graduation, or holding an IEP based upon parent request. Put in the address of the educational rights holder or adult student and who the invitation is addressed to. Make sure to create invites for both parents if they are separated or divorced. You might be able to use the green buttons to pull data from the student record to populate your invitation. Put in today's date. Today's date should be at least 10 days from the proposed IEP date. I would recommend planning at least 30 or more days ahead for an annual IEP and 60 or more days for an initial or triennial. Put in the time, school location, and room. If this meeting is being held virtually, put in the virtual IEP information into the room area. You will need to determine what team members will be attending. One way to help determine which people need to attend the IEP is by looking at the services page of the IEP to determine what services, and hence what service providers, will be attending. It is also possible that people from outside agencies, such as Regional Center, could be attending too. You will always select Administrator or Designee. You will generally need to select Special Education Teacher if the student receives specialized academic instruction as a service. In general, you should always select a General Education Teacher. Under some circumstances, you can use an excusal, but this is highly not recommended and can only be done if you get an excusal prior to the IEP. You should generally invite the student at age 15 or older. Psychologists are generally invited for initial IEPs and triennials. They might also attend annual IEPs if they deliver a service to the student. For specialists, you may need to invite the speech pathologist, occupational therapist, or other individuals who have knowledge of the student. Make sure that you have a person for every service that the student is receiving and include persons who have conducted assessment reports. Insert your name, title, and phone number. I also like to include my email address here. Put in who the parent should return the form to. This could be you, but could be the office manager or other professional depending on your school or district policy. If you are attempting to excuse someone from the IEP, please send an excusal form with the invitation to the educational rights holder. Ideally, the educational rights holder will check that they plan on attending, sign, and return the invite. If they put on the invite that they are bringing an advocate or legal counsel, please inform your administrator. Your administrator might need you to make another invite adding the district's legal counsel. Be mindful if the parent asks for a teleconference, wants an interpreter, or wants a different time or place. Happy SEISing!